Hello and welcome back to another episode of Foxy No-Tail's Minecraft Adventures here inside of my testing worldy place. And today I was going to show you how to build this amazing one-chunk sugarcane farm that I made in a previous episode of my Bedrock survival series. However, I'm not going to do that now because as much as this spits out 30,000 pieces of sugarcane an hour, which is quite a lot, it's quite a big build, it's quite complex, there's a lot of things going on, it's very expensive, there's a lot of hoppers, there's a lot of rail, you need a lot of gold, there's all sorts of things going on here. And I came across this. Well, this is actually my modification of someone else's design, which we'll go through in a minute. And this tiny little 3x4 little machine spits out 10,500 pieces of sugarcane in a minute. So you only need 3 of these tiny little things to equal one of those, which is amazing. So let's have a quick look at it in progress. So you have to flick the lever up first and then give it a quick flick like that. And you can see it's just a little clock. So you've got a dispenser there. That dispenses bone meal onto the sugarcane, which grows to the full height. The observer sees it. It spits out a redstone signal at the back, which fires out the piston, which breaks the sugarcane, and that signal leads back down here, back into the dispenser that starts it all again. And I've made it on and offable just by putting that lever on there, which means you can stop it so you can run it as much as you need to. So there we go, we've got a few bits and bobs in there already. Now, there was already some in there, don't get thinking we've just made nearly 4 stacks in that short amount of time, but I have tested this, and we get about 10,500 stacks an hour. So if I just quickly run that, so we have to flick it up first and then give it a quick flick like that, run it for a few seconds, you'll see how much stuff we get out of this. And it is very, very, very fast compared to this. I mean, this is fast and you get a lot, but it's so expensive compared to this. There's no point in having one of those. You might as well just have a couple of these. So let's turn that off now. Let's see what we've got. It'll still be pouring in. So for a short amount of time there, we've got 3/4 of a stack, which isn't too bad, 48 pieces. So that's pretty good going. So we're going to learn how to build this. But before we build it, I want to show you where we got the ideas from. Right, I think you guys should be able to see this. So basically, I came across this video, and this is someone that left me a comment on one of my videos, and it's Redstone Crafter-Minecraft Redstoner, and they did a Nano Sugarcane Farm, which I thought, oh, that sounds really good.
Welcome back again to another awesome Minecraft video, and today, guys, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a super efficient Nano Sugarcane Farm.
So there we go, a super efficient Nano Sugarcane Farm. And I was watching this, and it got to, let's have a look. Let's see if I can flick through the video and find out. We got to around about this point here, I think, where he starts working on the back of the unit. And it got a little bit complicated for me. All of a sudden, we have like 10 observers, a load of hoppers, and all sorts of crazy stuff going on that just didn't need to be there. So it's a really nice little nano farm design they've come up with, but I think it uses too many resources. It uses 5 observer blocks, it uses sticky pistons, normal pistons, 5 hoppers, and all sorts of stuff that I just don't think we need. So hopping back to my game again, as you can see from this design, we've only got 1 observer, 1 normal piston, 1 hopper, well, 2 hoppers, and inside this block is a hopper minecart. And yeah, it's a lot less going on, a lot smaller. It gives you the same output, and it's on and offable as well. It's not permanently stuck on, which I really like. So let's get into building this thing. So for this build, we're going to need 1 piece of sugarcane, 3 pieces of redstone, 1 lever, 1 water bucket, 2 chests, 2 hoppers, a dispenser, 1 normal piston, an observer, and a minecart with a hopper. We're also going to need a few blocks to build with. I've used some glass in places, but you don't need that. 1 grass block and a couple of rails. So this is the area we're going to be working on, which is 3 blocks by 4 blocks back. We're going to start by putting a block there. We're going to put a hopper facing into that with a grass block on top of that hopper. Then we're going to put a minecart track on top of there. We're going to put another block coming out from the front of that minecart track, another minecart track up there, and we're going to put our hopper minecart there, and we're going to slide that into the grass block. Then we can get rid of these blocks. We can replace that one at the front with the chest, and then behind this, if we put a block here and basically surround the block at the back of the chest with blocks, and then we can put our water source in there. So if we get our bucket of water and plonk that in there, that's our water bit set up. Next, we're going to put a block next to our grass block with our dispenser on the top facing towards the grass block, and we're going to put a lever down there next to that. We can also put a bit of redstone dust there as well. Next, we want a block over the water source there. I'm going to use glass just because I think it looks nicer. A piston on top of that and an observer on top of that piston facing in the same direction as the piston. Next, we want a block behind the piston with a piece of redstone dust on the top. And we also want another block just behind this redstone dust here to link that all together. So that's that bit done. We're nearly there. Next, grab a hopper, have that pointed into the dispenser, stick a chest on top of that, that's where you're going to put your bone meal, and then you can place your sugarcane down on the grass there. Then all you've got to do is build around the area with a little bit of glass just to stop the sugarcane falling out, like so. And if you don't want to use bone meal for this, you can let this run naturally by putting a light source on top, something like glowstone at the top there, so this will run even at night time. Then all you need to do is fill the chest with bone meal. So we're going to fill this chest up with bone meal like so. That should start running into the dispenser. Bearing in mind, if that lever is flicked down, that's going to stop the hopper working, so make sure the lever's in the upwards position when you want the dispenser to be filling up, and when you're ready to run, just give it a quick flick on and off, and that will start the whole thing going. If you want to stop, flick the lever down, that will send power into the dispenser, which will stop it from firing. If you want it back on again, flick the lever up, and then give it a quick flick on and off, and there you go, you're going again. And it's as simple as that. That is the system, 100% done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's another one you might like, and if you don't fancy that one, why don't you go to my channel page and see what else there is. There you can find all of my videos and playlists so you can watch a video whenever you want. And don't forget, you can also subscribe to get notified whenever I release a new video, so you never miss out on anything.